It is time to create the CoconuTacha 2026 calendars. I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this all year. I'm going to use Gelato. They are kindly sponsoring this video, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do it through their platform. So this was last year's calendar. The quality is insane, and I had so many compliments on the designs and how big it is, everything about it. And it actually exceeded my expectations as to how well that it did. So I can't not make a 2026 version, and I'll be using Gelato again because not only is the quality great, I'm so happy with how it turned out. It is made to order, but also I think by doing it this way, I'm going to navigate around the US tariffs and the EU. What happened in the EU this year? Well, last year, the, what's it called? What happened in the EU? God, my memory, so much has happened in 2025 regarding business and shipping. But the thing that happened in the EU that everyone in the world was talking about, by using Gelato, we can like navigate through that because they have print hubs all around the globe. So if someone from the US orders a calendar, it'll be printed and shipped in the US. So you avoid those tariffs, those fees, those customs duties, which is something that I never thought about last year because I didn't have to, but this year it is something that we have to take into consideration. So I love the designs I did last year, but I have had to make 12 new designs. So I went back through my catalogue of everything I've made this year and I made a few new ones. So let me show you what I've got for 2026. Before we head into that, I just want to make a note of all the little changes and improvements I want to make in the new calendar as well. So each month I have these wasted dates I noticed when using the calendar this year. So if I filled in these dates the month before, so like in July, I wouldn't fill them in again in August. So this space here is sort of wasted. So I was thinking of making these squares into like a long rectangle and doing like a bit of a note section. So every month where they have these spaces of the previous or the next month, do like a little notes, just so this space isn't quite wasted. Here is the front cover of the new one. Because I had a cute fairy tale inspired castle on the front of the last one, I kind of wanted to keep that theme going. Also, I love how magical it looks, how dreamy and pretty and just full of escapism. I love it. It just looks so magical. So this is the front cover, and it is also the design for May because I'm totally not biased because May is my birthday month. I added in the note section here on every single month, and I've also added in a few like cute fun days. So the 20th of May is World Bee Day, and then another one we've got like World Coconut Day, Dream Day, the start of autumn, just small bits, International Cat Day, International Dog Day, World Chocolate Day. So not like any national holidays, just in case there's people from other countries that don't celebrate the same holidays. So I've avoided putting things in like Christmas Day and Easter and bank holidays and stuff like that because they're not the same. But World Bee Day, World Chocolate Day, World Dream Day, there's World Picnic Day, like that is all fun things that I think everyone can maybe get behind, and it's just a cute little extra. I finally have the whole design. I've made everything in Affinity Designer like I always do. I like to design the bottoms of the calendar as well, just to make the illustration really fill the entire page. This is February, March, April. I love this one. Let me know if you had an iPod back in the day. May that we've seen. June, my new cozy cafe. July then, and then we've got August. September is like my favorite because it's the bookish design that I think is my favorite design. Then we've got October, the pumpkin spice cafe, November, and then December. I won't lie, it took me way longer than I thought or than I wanted it to get all these designs in place because I was looking through my catalogue of the last year and I feel like I've been non-stop busy, but then I was like, what have I actually designed? But then I found loads. There was a lot of designs that didn't make it to this calendar, like the Sunshine and Good Vibes, the French fries design, the Around the World designs, and I've also made more stickers. There's a bunch of new things that didn't like make it into the final edit, but I hope that everyone loves this calendar because I think I've made so many improvements on this one compared to last year's. I hope everyone likes it as much, because last year's, I feel like there's a benchmark I have to live up to last year's design, because it was so loved last year's, and I want this year's to be just as well loved. I poured my heart and soul into it, so let's order a sample through Gelato and go from there. So I'll show you how I do that. So head on over to Gelato, and after you sign in, you want to head on over to the product catalogue and then choose calendars. Now there's a few to choose from. So there's 3 calendars to choose from. The one ships to the EU and rest of world, the other one ships to the US and Canada, and this one is a single-sided version, but we're going to go for the double-sided one because that's what I used last year. Now I'm going to design it for the EU and rest of the world, and then I'll also add the exact same option for the US and Canada. So let's go into the EU first. Here you have a few options like what size you want, if you want a vertical or horizontal, but we're going to go for vertical and A3. And here you'll get the prices. So this is the price that we would pay for it for the sample. But you can get it cheaper if you sign up to Gelato Plus. But I'm just going to head over to create order, because this is where we order our sample. I'm just going to export my designs first, and then it's simply a case of dragging and dropping your design into the file. So here is the first page. The second page, they already have the calendar lined up for you, but I'm going to delete this so that I can add my own full page design. And then you just add in all the pages one by one, like so. I'm going to speed this part up. And then once we are happy with our design, we're just going to press add to order. And then it's literally as simple as putting in your card details, your address, and getting the sample ordered to you. I think if you sign up to Gelato for free, you can get 50% off your first sample if you order within the first 48 hours. I will double check that and put the offer in the link below if that's still a thing, but highly recommend you purchase a sample first. I've gone through all the dates already in the calendar on my screen, but it'll be different in person when I can flick through and compare it to a calendar for next year and make sure all the dates are correct, make sure the artwork looks great before I put it on my shop for sale. So now all we got to do is just wait for the sample to arrive. It shouldn't take too long, and then go from there. Okay, it has been exactly 4 working days since I ordered the sample, and it has arrived with me today, and I'm so excited to show you what it looks like. Are you ready? It looks so good. So the colours are so vibrant, which is one thing I'm always worried about getting the stuff printed, but the colours are just as vibrant as last year's, and the size and everything is so perfect. I'm so pleased, and the little note sections look so good, and the little World Book Day, World Creativity Day. I've only put in a few international cute days that I know everyone can celebrate. So there's World Picnic Day. Oh, everything is just so vibrant. I'm so pleased. So today is actually launch day. I need to post on Instagram, make an email, and actually publish this to the website. And I know a lot of you are creatives and small businesses, so I'm going to just quickly walk through how I'm going to do that and publish that to my online store. Then we're going to launch it and see how it goes. So first of all, I'm going to head over to Gelato. I'm going to scroll down to where it says stores, and here's where you can connect your store. You can connect Shopify, Etsy, WooCommerce, Amazon, Wix, Squarespace, you name it, it is on here. I'm going to go over to the add product section and just do a single, or use a template, because I saved my calendar as a template last time. And then I'm going to select my calendar here, and then you basically go through the same process if you want to as we did when we designed the sample, but I don't have to change anything, so I'm just going to go to continue to mockups over here. And I'm just going to select all of the images because I'd like to show every single month. Here's where you can customize your title, the description, the tags, but I am going to do that on Shopify anyway and just select continue to prices. So I get a lot of questions asked about the pricing on Gelato. You can set your own pricing and they take a cut of what they need for shipping and fulfilling and manufacturing and all of that. And I'm going to do free shipping with this like I did last year. So you can select include shipping cost in the profit calculation and it'll calculate how much profit you get from each calendar sale. So for example, if I set my calendar to £24, I can see here that the product is going to cost £6.58 and the shipping cost is going to cost £4.82, which leaves me with £12.60 profit per calendar sold in the UK. Obviously shipping costs are different depending on which area you ship to, and you can check that here. So for example, US, the shipping cost is £6.12, which means my profit is £9.73. So you can basically set your prices however you want, depending on what profit you want to make. Of course, Gelato are going to take a cut, and shipping prices vary depending on the country that you're shipping to. All in all, I think it's a pretty fair and reasonable amount. So after that, you just press publish and it goes straight onto your store. I've set mine to a draft version in Shopify right now because it's not actually releasing until 6 p.m. tonight. And so I just have to work on some marketing, some Instagram reels, photos, emails and stuff like that, just to make people aware of what's going on. So let's go do it. I still can't get over the colors. So vibrant. Of course, I had to do another castle design for this year because I loved last year's so much, but I think this year it is so much more detailed. I've actually done a lot more. I feel like I've put a lot more work into it. This one is a lot more simple, I think. But this one, oh, they just look so cool next to each other. So now let's make the launch email and then I think I'll get back to you later tonight when it's ready to set them as live. It is now 5 minutes to 6 p.m. and I'm gonna set this to active on Shopify. So all you need to do is go here and select active and then press publish and then it should show, oh, let me just refresh. It is then live in the shop. People can click on it, make sure it's all okay, and it's live. And that is literally it. I'm just waiting for the email to go out in 5 minutes and my Instagram post just to let everyone know that it is on the shop. But that is it. Once someone places an order, it'll go through to Gelato and you can either manually accept every order or you can set it up to do that automatically and it'll just fulfill without you having to do anything. Oh, it is 6 p.m. This won't be a big launch. I've done no wait list for this. It's made to order, so there's no like small batch. This is like an unlimited amount of planners available or calendars available. So no rush for this one. I'm not expecting a big launch whatsoever, but it is live and I think everything as it should be on the shop. And that was so easy. Like, it's just the easiest thing ever. Oh, hi guys. I'm so thankful I'm able to do free shipping on this one because if I was to add a shipping price with this, because it's made and fulfilled by Gelato, it would add on their shipping price onto my shipping prices if people were to order more than just the calendar, if that makes sense. I think I'm explaining this really badly, but if I didn't offer free shipping and somebody wanted to purchase a calendar, oh my gosh, hi everyone, and somebody wanted to purchase a calendar and a planner or a jumper or some stickers, they would pay the shipping price from me for the items fulfilled in my studio and also the shipping price from Gelato for the planner calendar fulfilled from Gelato. Does that make sense? So I've chosen to do free shipping for the calendar so that people won't get charged double shipping. I hope that makes sense, and I think it's a really nice way to sort of say thanks to my international customers because we've had a few issues this year internationally in the small business world with tariffs and duties and the cost of shipping prices increasing so much. So I think this is a nice way to give back to my international customers that maybe haven't been able to purchase this year due to everything going on. So I'm pleased. I can see everyone in the shop. My camera died. I'm so sorry, but it went so well. I think we've sold about 15 now. It is the day after. And I'm so glad that I chose Gelato to help me bring these calendars to life. I think it's such a good system to use if you're looking to expand your catalogue, or maybe you're just starting, or maybe you don't want to waste tons and tons of funds on something that you want to test out, like a calendar or clothing or mugs, for example. The calendar is now live in my store. If you have any questions about Gelato, please feel free to pop them in the comments below and I will answer them. You can get 35% off your first sample, and they're offering a discount on the annual subscription right now. I think you can get up to 35% off orders. Let me double check. I'll put everything in the description below anyway. Highly recommend. Love using them. Thank you so much, Gelato, for partnering with me on this. I wouldn't use anyone else. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.